Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message.
Well, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I'll be your host tonight. Mike is feeling, as you can see, we on the Northeast here. We're getting a little bit of cold and voice here. So I'll be your, along with my other friends here, I'll be your host for tonight here. So I'll do my best for you once again. So, welcome my fellow gearheads. Well, man, here we are, those starting gear jiggles again. Good evening and welcome to the Muscle Car Podcast and Show. I'm really glad you're here. We have a strong line of muscle car entertainment queued up for you tonight. Like I said before, Mike is feeling a little under the weather, and so I'll be your host. My fellow gearheads are in the green room and getting oiled up. But before we get into that, I want to make sure everything is working. Make sure everything is working properly. So if you can see my face, hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're viewing from, and whether this is your first time or you're a regular viewer. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much for your support. Hopefully, you have a good time with us tonight, and decide to join us again. As for we are here every Wednesday or every other Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We simulcast on eight different places, such as Facebook, YouTube. So wherever you're viewing from, circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you. And to our regular viewers who are here with us week after week, you guys are the one that makes this podcast possible, and we thank you so very much. Especially that Stacy and Art Fosler. And I know I'm missing somebody else, but you'll be in tonight, so we're ready for you. So at this time, if you can do me a favor and leave a comment and say hi, let me know the audio is working, audio and video is working properly, and then we can get started by messing up with my notes here. But yes, let's bring in our studious cast here. I know I'm missing some things, Mike, here, but
no, you're doing a great job. And I'm coming down with a cold, so Virgil's holding down the fort for us tonight. I'm going to speak as little as possible because I've got a hell of a sore throat coming in. But we do have some comments on the screen.
So I look like we got John Spranger Jr. Good evening, everyone. Hey, good evening, John. Welcome, sir. Oh, yeah. So I got Mike and Mike here. Mike and Verge and whoever. Wait, this is your friend here, Mike, right?
Yeah.
BCJ Vids. Hello, good evening. James Whiteside. Hi, guys. I got guys loud here in the land of no snow until tomorrow. Oh, no snow until today. LOL. Excuse me for my reading here, but I got to keep messing with my iPhone here.
It's all good.
Evening. looking and sounding good in the car. What is that? Carterville, New York neighborhood. No, nice. There we go, New York. Hello, we in there. You sir, you a Facebook user? Hi from what is that? Platskill.
Yes, I think that's Stacy and Art Fogler, by the way.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. So how you doing, Mike? Well, Mike, I already know how you're doing. So
yep. I just want to let you know it's loud and clear.
All righty. So it sounds like we can get started here tonight, can't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless I missed anybody there that Rob, just in case you're watching on video, man, I'm missing you. And yes.
Yeah, so Rob's under the weather too. Rob and I are both under the weather, and of course I have to run this, so I've got to be on, but I'm going to speak as little as possible because, like I said, I'm all congested and everything. But I'll pop the menu on here, and Virgil's going to set up the first video.
All right. So right now our first video is the 2022 Maine Coastal Cruise Car Show footage. From part one from Scott at Flippin Customized. So it looks like tonight we got Scott is going to be one of our major premieres for tonight. And so yeah, get over here to his channel. That's Flippin Customs, right, Mike?
Yes, Flippin Customized. Yeah, there's a link in the description. He's a frequent contributor to this podcast, and he's also a great friend. We want to show him some love. If you like what you see here, his YouTube channel has a whole lot more like it. He's got a lot of custom builds and things that he does on the channel, and he covers a lot of car shows and things like that.
Yes.
But
wait, our Flippin Customized, that's the purple mini truck, correct?
I know, but they're friends. They're both from Maine, and they're both friends, and they both collaborate.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry there, fellas. But at least
it's
you guys
all good. That's Derek Rabita.
Yes.
Also a frequent contributor and a hell of a nice guy.
Yes. So all right, let's get to our 2000. Let's get to this coverage.
Guys, we're all registered. We got the shop truck in special interest and both the bobbers here in their motorcycle category. So great day. The sun is out. We lucked out. They were toying with rain earlier. No rain, blue skies. Gonna be a great show.
Thanks, bro.
right. Thank you there, Mr. Scott, at Flippin Customized. So yes, please, get over there and look at Scott's page there and check out some Flippin Customized. But great, oh man, get out of my own head here. Great video there. So I'll start off with you, Mr. Delage. Tell me, anything pop out at you there, sir?
Oh, I like that turquoise pickup truck. That caught my eye.
Yes.
I'll see if I can find that.
Let me get it.
And even that Hulk green car poked out a little bit too.
This one here?
But, yep. Yeah. I mean, that color just literally popped. As soon as you see that, it's like, whoa.
Yes.
It's like
that color is kind of bright on it right there. Yes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Other trucks and everything else, the colors pop, but this just, you see other vehicles next to it, and this color just pops out like this the first truck you see.
Yeah, especially compared to that red there.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's not a color you see every day for sure.
No. And then to be on the step side there. Huh, nice.
Yep.
Even though you're limited tonight, Michael, anything you like to say there, Mike? Anything come out at your head?
Yes, right
well,
here.
The little red express
guy.
truck we're seeing right.
I love these,
express,
and
brings back.
I love the Warlocks from back in the day too. But I love that era of the Dodge trucks, and I believe that this custom chopper here, this custom bike, maybe it's not a chopper. I think these bikes are Scott's projects. He does a lot of custom work, and a little later in the podcast, we're going to have more of a close-up on some of these bikes, and he does some truly impressive work as far as custom builds and fabrication and stuff. He's got a great fabrication shop, and his channel shows all of his projects and builds and things like that.
Oh, pretty cool.
And then, we were talking about that Hulk too. Let me see if I can find Mr. Hulk here. That was an impressive kind of a theme situation there. I think it was this Camaro right here, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because you got the name Hulk everywhere on this car, even the logo in the back window to underneath the hood.
Yeah, and then
the eyeball.
There's the eyeball right there.
And then you see the purple rims there.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know what? Those are the shorts.
Oh really? Yeah.
So I was kind of amazed that it had the purple in there. I was like, oh sweet. It incorporated the shorts.
Nice. A lot of attention to detail in this build right here.
Yeah. I'm not a big Camaro fan. I'm not a big Camaro fan of this generation, but they did a good job on the theme.
For sure.
And Virgil, it seems like there's a lot of Camaros out there with this various year, in this time frame. They have made them into Pontiac Firebirds. They made them into almost everything.
Yes, they did. But you know what? I still don't think they've outsold the Mustang for these years.
True. Yeah. True. There's a clip I showed on the podcast probably a couple of years ago. I was at a car show in Florida, and I met a cool guy down there. His name was Cedric Davis, and he had a Camaro similar to this, but it was a Thor theme.
Oh,
very, very similar, but all instead of the Hulk, it was Thor, and a lot of attention to detail and everything. Very impressive.
Yes.
And I'll have to find that and play that again sometime in the future because it's probably been 2 years since I've played that, and I'm sure there's a lot of viewers who haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's almost like if I'd have known we are going to have this on, I have a bunch of different Hulk shirts.
Oh, nice.
I have one Hulk right now, but I have Hulk themed shirts, that I use for PTs.
Unfortunately. Virgil, I like the Incredible Hulk, the original TV show, but my girlfriend don't like it. She gets scared about the eyes. When the eyes change, she gets freaked out about that. So she don't like the show.
Well, nice. I have some original Hulk, some of the original Hulk T-shirts. The original.
Wow.
So nice. I have that one down. So it's one of my favorite shows also.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And we've got comments that have come in here.
Is that David at Alaska Railroads, correct?
It is. Yeah.
All right, David at Alaska Railroads. Good evening, Mike and members. I would also like to give Mike a condolences on the recent passing of his dad. Yes. God bless you, Mike.
Well, yes, thank you so much, and I appreciate that. That's why we've been off for a little while. My dad passed away a couple of weeks ago, and it's been a difficult time, but we're getting back on track here. And I wanted to thank. There's a lot of viewers of this podcast, as well as the Vintage Snowmobile podcast, that have sent a lot of messages and love and condolences. And boy, I'll tell you, you find out who your friends are when something like that happens, and I really, really appreciate that.
Oh yes.
It's like I wasn't sure how much you wanted to put out there for today, so I was gonna let you speak on that.
Sure, I appreciate that. And of course, our good friend Rob is in the house.
Yeah. Oh, hey, good job, Virgil.
Nice.
Thanks.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, Virgil and Michael and Michaels.
Yes.
From, David Alaska Railroad, James Whiteside. My girl a girl in my hometown had one of those little red express trucks. And she was beautiful.
Nice.
Wait, he talking about the truck or the girl?
Probably both. If he's playing his cards right, it would be both, right?
Yes. All right.
And
Stacey,
you know what? I like Stacy's remark.
Yep.
And you got to remember, Punch and John and Chips. John had a steep side. I think it was a GMC.
Oh. All right. That's one of those shows that almost needs to come back, huh?
Yeah, it'd be cool to see a remake of that.
Yeah, not a movie either.
Yes. If they can do a remake of Hawaii 5-0, they can do a remake of that. Oh, we just lost Virgil. Oh, and he's back. Okay, good.
Yeah. So, if they can do a good remake of that, that would be cool. A nice TV show.
Oh, for sure.
And not a comedy.
Talk about a remake. They're talking about a remake now. It might be in the works for Smallville TV series.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that from the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the whole series.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Well, James Whiteside. Oh, my God. OMG. Condolences, Mike.
Well, cool. Well, thank you, James. We appreciate that. And thank you also to Stacy and Art Fosler as well. Really appreciate that. But yeah, let's switch screens here and we'll put up the menu. And item number 2, a little different since Rob's here. We're not going to do AMSOIL because I can barely talk also. But go ahead, Virgil. Did you want to remember what we talked about for this?
For AMSOIL?
Yeah, for a chance for Michael to talk about his Facebook group.
Oh, yes. So let me get Michael Delage here to talk about his Facebook group here. Michael, Michael is the president of his Facebook group. What is that? New England Classic Cars, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I made a group because in this area, I said to myself, there's not really anything on Facebook for a car group in this general area where I live. So I said, I think it might be a good idea to start one. And I never expected to have it over 2,000 members. And it's well over that now. And it's a great site. I haven't been doing that much with it, but car show season's coming around the corner. So we're going to have a lot of new pictures. Hopefully, I might even throw a couple of pictures in of various people that are saying in the group and, showing them. And maybe I can get them in front of their cars and, and try to do something a little different this year. But as always, if anybody has any requests of a car, a truck, van, whatnot, even fire trucks, believe it or not, just let me know what you're looking for, the year, make, and model, and I'll throw a whole entire album up. And you can make that request on this site through the podcast or right on this Facebook group itself. And you can post stuff. If you want to sell stuff, you got a car you want to sell, parts, you got car questions, you got people on there to answer those car questions. If you have the same car as you had and they have the same mechanical problem, it's out there to help everybody out.
Yeah, one of the cool things too is Michael and I have worked it out that this podcast airs on his Facebook group. So it's one of the 8 places where this podcast simulcasts. And there's a link in the description to his Facebook group. So if you're curious about all this, by all means, please click that and visit his group. And I think you'll like what you see. There's a lot of good content on there.
always looking for comments too. So if you ever, you got car shows, even up in your area, Mike and Virgil. I mean, if you got car shows, even though they're not directly in the New England area, in the mini area, just post them. Because, if somebody wants to travel and they're up in New Hampshire for a week, they'll know that there's something going on the site, and they can say, "Oh, wow, I'm going up that way," and to see the post. And
nice.
That's the whole idea. There's car shows in my hometown of Uxbridge, and in that area. And I've been trying to tell people, I don't know about these car shows. Where are they? What day do they happen? So, I'm trying to get information about all these shows coming up and let other people be aware of it.
Nice.
Nice.
So yes, and your page, there's a lot of beautiful cars on there. A lot of beautiful things that I've seen and witnessed on your Facebook page there.
Yeah, definitely worth a stop.
Yeah.
And then we're on item number 3. Go ahead, Virgil.
All right. So now we're on to a 1964 Lincoln Continental at our friends from MGM Classic Cars. MGM is every week has something fantastic that they have over there.
Exactly.
Let us down.
And just when you think you've seen everything, they deliver again. Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
You got it. I was just going to say, you name it, they probably haven't. And, even if they don't show it that particular week, they most likely will have a classic car you're looking for. I mean,
Definitely.
You look at the background in their showroom, it's like mind-boggling how many thousands of cars they probably have.
Yes. Yeah, and you'll be impressed with this one, too. Let's take a look.
Coming to you from MGMClassicCars.com in Addison, Illinois. It's gangster time. 1964. Lincoln Continental suicide door. 80,000 miles on the odometer, and it's been nicely taken care of its whole life. Air conditioning. Full power everything with a 430 numbers matching engine. This thing is smooth. It runs down the road great. Paint is in great shape. Interior is pretty much all original. Underneath the car is real clean as well. We're gonna fire this baby up, but let's go through it so you know exactly what you're getting. Engine's been gone through. No stories. Pretty much original to form. All your headlights are working. Grills all there. Chrome's in good condition. It's got some, patina on there. It's never been in any kind of fight. Just gaps up right. All your glass and wipers are in good shape. Chrome around the window. Let me step off it for a second. This thing just drives so marvelously on the road. It's a lot of fun. You got an original set of wheels that are in the back, but everything gaps out the way it should on this vehicle. Just give you a quick little tip inside before we get in. It's pretty much all original interior. A couple little scars there, but nothing bad. All power's working the way it should. It's got great stance. It gets so much attention. I mean, I didn't even get it past half a block and people are beeping, and it's very cool. Ooh. And it's straight. No filler, all original body panels. Rear chrome bumper's good. Pretty much original. I mean, for a 50-some-year-old car, this thing is great. All the rear glass and side glass is in good shape with no chips or breakage in any of it. Passenger side of this vehicle is straight as an arrow as well, with no wobbles, no wrinkles, no door dings, gaps out good. All this chrome, power, these are power vents, all working the way they should. Just all the eyeball in the world. Great car. Chrome on the bottom's good. Okay, suicide doors. Documentation inside the car comes with it. Leather interior, cloth in the center, and your rear pad is good. Your headliner's nice and tight all the way throughout. No rust to be found anywhere. Look inside these door pockets. That's what you gotta check. All your door panels are good. like your grandma's living room. Lincoln Continental. Dashboard's great. Like I said, all original, you know, to form. Very, very good collectible car. Just, you don't see many of these. All right, let's check out this inside here. All your turn signals were working. Just a tiny pump, your horn's working. It's got a huge antenna. I think the clock's the only thing that's not working. Radio's turning on, I hear it. Oil pressure, fuel's working, amps are working, and temperature gauge is working. 80,000 miles on this. Really comfortable. I'll let you hear it real quick. Definitely like a Frank Sinatra car. Great, nice little sound. Nothing overstated. Just good. Powered bench seat working. V8 430 automatic transmission. Right car. Very cool. All the way throughout. Look at in here. Very clean. Do your own personal touches. It's located at our warehouse in Addison, Illinois, 15 minutes southwest of O'Hare Airport. We've got 250 cars available. Shipping nationwide, open or enclosed. We're here from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 10 to 2, all by appointment only. All our pricing of our vehicles, descriptions, photos, and videos are on our website, mgmclassiccars.com. My name is Earl. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 847-848-1850. That's 847-848-1850. You could ask for me, Earl, answer some of your questions. Lovely car. Gangster. Gangster. So please, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and who's ever interested, 64 Lincoln Continental suicide door car. Let's get this home in the garage. Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Earl. Nice gangster looking Lincoln there. Only thing he's missing right now is some gangster Vogue tires on there.
Yes.
The white wall with the yellow band on the with the gold band on the outside there. That's the only thing he's missing with those rims and yeah. They go true gangster look there.
Yes. And I like how he mentioned Frank Sinatra, because I can picture Frank and Sammy and Dino in there going down the Las Vegas Strip, you know, in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
I can picture that whole scene.
Them pulling up to the hotel and both doors opening up, you know?
Yes.
Getting out of the car that way with those suicide doors.
Totally.
Yeah,
going to Caesar's Palace or something.
Yeah, you know what I love about this MGM is every time they start panning out the other things that you see out there, you know?
Yes, let me find that.
In the
there
show.
We go. Look at that. Like a whole sea of wonderfulness right there.
Yes. And then Mr. Delage, anything for you there, sir?
Yeah, you know, what makes me laugh is I turned 50 New Year's, and this car is 10 years older than I am. You know, and I'm like, wow, you know, and I think I'm old.
Yes.
But what really stands out to me on this too is because I don't, with this being a luxury car, just like the Lincoln and Cadillac, they're all luxury. You know, I'm very surprised to hear, you know, 64 and air conditioning. Wow, that must have been something special back in the day. Most cars didn't even have air conditioning. Even in the 70s and early 80s, that was like an add-on feature if you wanted it.
Yes.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we go ahead. Any more on this before we take comments? Or
Nope. Go ahead and let's take some comments.
All right. Let's find my place here.
All right. James Whiteside. Yep, Mike. do a show on Monte Carlos. Oh,
Great
yeah.
We
Hey, I'm all ready for it.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of people in here that like Monte Carlos. I know David at Alaska Railroad loves that.
Didn't we do one on Monte Carlos already?
Yeah, we did.
We did a montage. Yeah. We'll have to bring that back.
All right. Mike Hildridge, 1970 Blazer 2-wheel drive. I guess he's putting in his request.
Yes.
And I say, while we're putting in requests, I have one of my friends. He might be watching here. I believe he's watching. My friend Martin.
So,
and he'll be asking for a.
All right, I'll look at that. All right, Blazer. Okay.
Let's see. I have my buddy Martin. He may be looking for a. What is that? What is that there? The Skylark montage there.
Oh yes, Buick Skylark. Yes.
And he's really into the to that 70s, 72s. 70 through 72 look there.
Well, we've got something for him a little later. I think it's a Skylark, a GS, I think, a Buick GS.
Ooh, nice.
A little later. Tipping my hand here, but yeah, we've got some good stuff that he's going to like, I think.
All right. And I was on MGM earlier today.
Yeah.
They have a 2017 Mustang over there that is just, oh my God. Yeah. All right. Looks like we got James Whiteside. And for any of you guys on the East Coast that buy cars off MGM, I will go to Addison. I will go to Addison and pick them up and drive them out here for you for free.
Nice. That's a big win for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I think we'd all be able to fit in the Lincoln.
Yeah. Get a road trip going. Las Vegas. All
right. David at Alaska Railroads. I've never seen rims. I've never seen rims like those before. Yeah, those are those. Those are those new Steelies. They're about 20 to 22 inch. And and they just put the new little moon cover on the metal. I've only really seen them on trucks where they put them on like a what trucks would those be? Like a Ford, like an old school Ford.
Sure.
Or older Chevys. And
Virgil, there's another Toyota vehicle that had rims something similar to this too. Sometimes some of the old vehicles for the high railers that drive on the railroad tracks sometimes have something similar to this too.
All right.
Yeah. Nice.
These big steel stamped.
Sure.
Yeah, big moons like the old moon rims now.
Nice. And then Rob is in the house.
Power vents.
Vents.
Yeah, because I think those vent windows were power. I think that was what they were saying in there.
Yep.
I don't know if I can get a close up of that or not, but
window.
Yeah. And then more comments here.
All right, Ben Thomas. My goodness, look at the elegance of that Continental. All those those suicide doors. Man, oh man. Yes. Yeah, those suicide doors are something. There's something very, very cool about those. And they just like when the Continental came back out a few years ago, they did a couple runs. They did a few cars with the suicide doors. And those
were concept cars?
Yeah, no, not even concepts. They were selling them.
Oh, really? Wow.
Only a certain amount. There was only a certain amount that they made, and those were going for about 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Virgil, talk about suicide doors. There's one guy that goes to a car show, and I think it's an older Chevy Nova, and he basically cannibalized the damn car, the door, and he made the cars turn into suicide doors.
Oh, but like you said, cannibalized. Like, hey, well, leave the car alone.
Yeah. Oh, he welded different things on the outside of the car to make the hinges. I'm like, oh wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, what is that? Ben Thomas.
I like this.
Oh, sorry. Ben Thomas said most cars had 260 air. I'm not sure what that one means there.
I'm a little confused about that term.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means either. Oh, here we go.
I think they might have had suicide doors on the Thunderbirds. On one or two models, maybe.
There was like a 70 something that had suicide doors.
Wow.
Yeah, I forget if it's a 72. My cousin had one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So I'm going to pull this away.
All right.
And we've got, we'll put the menu back up and we'll keep the party going here.
All right. So we're gonna we have unfortunately we don't have an auto buy this week. So we'll get back to you in a few more weeks with that one there, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping to have him back on next week. We had a scheduling conflict this week and it couldn't happen, unfortunately, but we hope to have him on next week. So yeah, we are on number 5 now.
All right, number 5. We're back with Scott and Flippin Customization, Flippin Customs. So yeah, part two of the video there.
Definitely. Let's take a look
up there. So where's Rob at? We need Rob with the na.
Yeah.
We got a great turnout for the show today. awesome weather. It actually feels like early fall weather. It's breezy, it's sunny, it's perfect. So great day for a car show. We're up here in Wells, Maine, at the junior high school for a car show today. Awesome, awesome.
Nice shop truck there. So,
yes, in fact, that's one of Scott's.
One
of his projects. But go ahead.
All right, so now we got part 2 there. Would either one of you guys like to go first, or?
Go ahead, Michael.
All right. There was quite a few that in this part that I really was interested in. I saw that Dodge truck that was basically a convertible. I'm like, wow, this is different. I never, it's not that many trucks that you see that's a convertible. Then we got the Edzo that you just passed, the Willys. I mean, there was quite a few. Even this gray one that we just passed for the Chevy pickup. So there was quite a few that popped. Just looking at this stuff. And even this, the Chrysler 300, I don't know what letter series I'm thinking. It's probably maybe could be maybe G or H series.
Yeah. I'm not sure what those would.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
That's definitely a Chrysler 300. I just forgot what series, because back then it was every one had a letter.
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
For each year. Every year had a different letter.
Nice.
What letter did they get up to? Do you know?
Well, I know they skipped some letters. I think they made it all the way up to letter G, maybe.
Okay.
And then after that, they kind of done away with it. But they kept the 300, but they just got rid of the letters. But there is a couple of letters between A and G that they skipped. I think I think the letter I might be one of them they might have skipped.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, AMX, huh?
Yes. Nice example.
There's a car right before this X.
And Virgil, do you also notice another detail on this? Look where the muffler is.
Oh, side pipes.
Side pipes, yeah.
Yes.
Side pipes. And there was a car right before this one here, Mike. Yeah, that blue one there. What is that?
Yeah, that was the truck I was talking about. I'm like, what the heck kind of truck is this?
Does it look like it's Dodge?
Oh, that little Willys?
Yeah, it's a Dodge.
Oh, wait.
When you went by it, I could see the name and it said Dodge. I'm like, wow.
The rear quarter looks like a Willys, but you see the front and it's obviously not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
That's definitely a Dodge. But I never seen it.
It had Dodge on the front. Well, yeah.
That is unusual. If anyone knows what that is, please leave a message in the comments. Here we go. What's this? This is Jeep.
It says Jeep. All right. So that could be a Jeep Cherokee, probably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a nice one right there. That's something that I've never seen before.
Same
here,
that
could be a Jeep Cherokee. Just looking at it right now and seeing the name Jeep is telling me it probably is a Cherokee.
Could be. Now we've got comments coming in too. Let's take a look here. Oh, here we go. We've got an answer on the 260 thing.
Hey, Virgil, you must be too young for 260.
Oh, wow. I like the comment.
Oh,
the 260 air was both windows down and the car going at 60 miles an hour. That was the AC.
Yeah, When my mom was buying cars, she was like, AC, what do you roll the windows down?
Yes. Same here.
Yes, roll the window down and AC.
Yep. That red Firebird was very, very sweet, especially having that emblem right on the hood.
Yeah.
Yep. And also too, you know what I thought? I thought of Stacy and Art because there was that blue Caprice that was in there.
Oh yes.
Blue convertible Caprice.
Yep.
It made me think of them.
Yes, because that's been on the podcast before. I think there was footage that they gave us.
Yes. Dadewood Alaska Railroads. That white 65 Impala convertible. Yes.
Yes.
That Monte Carlo SS.
I'll put that back up.
Monte Carlo SS can find their way to my place. Yes.
Nice.
So you and me both.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, but the Monte Carlo has to come to me.
Like you say, I'll take the Impala. I'm all good with those.
Sure. I'll take that Javelin, that AMX.
Oh yeah, I'm like a.
And Stacy and our Fodler think that's a Jeep too, so they were correct on that.
Yep. A Power Wagon.
Yeah, Rob's saying Power Wagon. So I don't know if he means this is or if he saw a Power Wagon in there.
Nope, I believe he's talking about that one there.
Cool deal.
They just had some cool cars in the Judge right there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You gotta love that.
I wonder how they got the name. I wonder how they got the name The Judge. I mean,
that's a good question.
Had to have a reason.
Hey, well, he was judging everybody else.
Yeah. I don't consider myself a judgmental person, but when it comes to this car, I could be very judgmental. In a very positive way.
I also like the flip lights on it too.
Oh yeah.
Highway lights.
That is cool. Well, cool. So we do need to move on. So I'm going to get back to this and put the menu up, and we're going to continue the party. Go ahead, Virgil, number 6.
All right. Mike's footage from Claremont, New Hampshire. Car show back in what is that? 8/27, 2024.
Yeah, that was a typo. That was 2023. That's my bad right there. But this is that Buick that I was telling you about, as well as a special other car we're going to see here. Let's take a look.
If you're watching, Martin, here you go.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Richard Pensonault. This is my 1972 Buick Grand Sport with a 455 stage 1 motor, 4-speed. They made 729 stage 1s in 72, and only 101 were 4-speeds, and this is actually one documented 4-speed.
Wow, the genuine article.
Yeah, it sure is.
But continue, yeah?
And it's got some options on it. It's got the N25 exhaust through the bumper, the 15-inch wheels, AM/FM radio, pretty much stripped down, no air conditioning. That's about it. It's Cortez Gold.
Yeah, that's a nice color. Yeah. Now, is this, have you had to do any kind of restoration to it or anything? Or?
I bought it pretty much like this. I have redone all the suspension in it, the rear end and all the front. Took that all apart, did all the bushings and the wheel bearings, and redid all the brakes in the back, but the body and the interior were all done when I bought it.
Wow, very impressive.
So I've just been updating a few things on it to bring it, you know, the period correct stuff on it, especially in the motor and the battery and stickers and that type of thing.
Trying to keep it as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, good deal. Well, I appreciate it. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, some pretty cars there. When I seen that Chevelle, the only thing I could think of was Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, ass. You need a Cougar in that car.
Yes.
With that Cortez Gold is pretty sweet too, though.
Yes, that's a nice car right there. And I like the rarity that has.
Yeah, 101.
Yeah. So he's sitting on a nice investment right there.
Yeah, and then just to know the history also, like we always talk about on here, history.
Yes, the story behind the car for sure.
Behind the car and the facts.
And Michael? Go ahead.
Well, you know, whenever I see a Buick, I love the classic Buicks, and I just get so damn mad with that stupid Buick commercial they had a couple of years ago, saying it's not your father's Buick. Excuse me, how in the heck did Buick go in business? It was your father's Buick that made him go in business. You know, go back to your roots. Don't turn around and shit on it. Hey, that's your roots. You need to remember that. Yeah. But one day I want to try to do something on having a whole bunch of Buicks, a whole show just on Buicks, another one just on Oldsmobiles. Why? Because they're gone. And it's just nice to really look at one car after another, after another, after another. That's the same make. You know, it doesn't have to be the same model, but the same make, and then do a thing on Oldsmobile.
Take a deep dive. Yeah, I like that. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pontiac could be the same thing. I mean, but I don't really. I find a lot of Buicks, the Grand Sports and stuff, but you know, like the Skylarks and other ones. You know, even in the '80s, I don't really hardly find any. It's like a gap. You got the old stuff, but you don't have the stuff, you know, in the 80s. Then you see a couple in the 90s, and that's the end of it. You know, it's like gap for a generation. I guess maybe the 80s was a popular car to have as a historical car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't even think of a 1980s Skylark. I don't think the body style was. I don't know if the body style was correct for then.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can get a train horn over here, but they're blowing the horn real loud tonight.
I did hear that. Yeah. As long as it doesn't come through the apartment, you're all set, right?
Well, and you know what's funny? My windows are closed. I don't know why I'm hearing it so loud.
Crazy. Maybe it is coming for your apartment.
Yeah, well, I better watch out.
Yes.
So yes, I just looked up the 1980 Skylark, and no, you don't want to look it up.
Pretty lame. The 80s got pretty bad for.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like a Skylark.
Right.
Sure. It's almost like that Mach E Mustang. You just need to take off the name from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind doing something on like Triumph and you know, and other, you know, European cars at some point too, because they're a rare thing.
Yeah. And then we got a comment from Stacy and R. Fosler here. 1970 King of the Chevelles.
I agree. Because let me go back to this, because when they went back to the single headlights on the Chevelles, I never liked it as much. It's still a great car, but because that double headlight right there, I think 70 and 71, the years that they had that.
72 maybe also.
Yeah. That was just such an iconic and classic look as far as I'm concerned.
And for me with the Chevelles, it's also too that the circle tail lights always do it for me.
Sure.
Those bullet tail lights. Oh.
Yes.
And something else I like about these models is that the front grille actually bumped out like a little bit, like a like a V shape, and it pops out right out in the front, saying, "Hey, look at me! I'm an SS in this case." But you know, that was a distinctive thing. Instead of being just flat and being all the way across the front, it actually bumped out, which gave it a little bit oof to say, hey, listen, look at me.
Sure.
All right. So Ben Thomas here. Got a comment from Ben Thomas. Love those Chevelles. Love those Chevelles. Had a 69 with a 307, a 4-door car, but always wanted that big block 4-speed. Always wanted that big block 4-speed convertible. Man, oh man, a man can dream.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing like it. Yeah, for Chevelle with a 4-speed. Ooh, you were what was that, first, second? Yeah, you chirped first, second, third, huh?
Yeah.
So Stacy and R. Fosler here. Let me see here. 1970 was the last year of the double headlights.
Double headlights.
And the round tail lights came in 71 and 72. Okay. So
nice.
I'm a 71 and 72 fan.
Nice.
Along with that, what is that? Laguna.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Michael, you
The
had
Malibu and the Laguna.
From a Laguna, man, that was, oh man, it just brought back so many memories.
Well, Virgil, you gotta keep in mind that Chevy Laguna, that was actually the highest trim level of the Chevelle, and it was only out for 3 years. Now, why did it not extend for longer than 3? I wish maybe somebody has to answer why they got rid of it, because it's kind of weird. They only had
the swivel seat too, didn't it? Didn't it have the swivel seat too?
Yes.
1 year, I think 1 year it did, but I don't know if the other 2 did or not.
Sure. I know Monte Carlos had the swivel seats.
Yes. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years for them also.
Yeah.
It might be a 70. It might be a 74 or 73 that had the swivel seats for the Monte Carlo.
Yes, and I believe Cutlass was the same also.
Yeah.
And then
you got to remember, one copied the other.
Yep. Well, all that Fisher, body by Fisher, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got a comment from David at Alaska Railroads here. Buick gave us the most reliable V6 ever produced, the 3800.
Nice.
Was that? Yeah.
Oh, this one we've seen already, and then they used a lot of Lagunas in NASCAR. Good to know.
Maybe that's why I like them. You can put power to, they were able to put power to the road, huh?
Yes.
All right, so it looks like we're on to part 3 of the Coastal Cruisers there with David at Flippin Customized. So yeah, let's go back to Maine, my friend.
Yes, to the coast. You can smell the ocean air. Let's take a deep breath here, and we'll smell it.
And it almost smells like.
today. We're making our rounds here at the Maine Coastal Cruisers Car Show. What a great day. Great turnout. Great group of people. No complaints whatsoever.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. You have made our show. You have blessed our show tonight with some great video there, and just want to say thank you, sir. There was something that I really noticed on there was you had a IROC on there with a that blue IROC there with that. I was just talking to one of my friends today, and he has a T-Bird with that Batman top, I guess they called it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, I've never, and for that one to go all the way back to where that trunk would be,
Yeah,
that is a huge piece of work right there.
Yeah, that's some custom fab work right there.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it even has any back seats left.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, you figure with that, like with the T-Birds, it was just a Phantom. It was still under that back seat. I mean, under the cover. And along with those, was that Mustang they made in the 80s? Was that Mustang I think that was a Mustang in the 80s that they had that top on the back there. Or was it a 90s? That may have been a Canadian one.
And I'm going to make a point that my girlfriend loves this color blue. I know she may be sleeping tonight. I don't know. She was tired earlier, but if she's watching this podcast, this is one of her favorite color blues. And the thing is, she's into the Firebirds. You know, I'm into Firebirds too, but to me, this the cheap man's Firebird. To me, this is exactly the same body. It's just a Chevy instead of being a Pontiac.
Pontiac, sure.
Besides that, it's very similar.
Yep. The only thing you do is change that front clip.
You got it.
Yeah. And also, too, there's a red 69 Camaro on there. And the one that there we go. That bike right there, too.
Yeah, I want to show you something on that. You see where it says FC there?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That stands for Flippin Customized. That's one of Scott's custom builds with the Jack Daniels and all the rest of it. He does custom builds on all kinds of things. He's a custom fabricator. And if you like that, there's all kind of videos about these projects on his YouTube channel.
Yeah. And see that bike right there? Look at the back end of that. There's no chain. It's shaft driven.
Oh yeah, good call.
It's almost like he took that off of a Honda Shadow.
Could be.
I wonder if he's listening, if he can give us a clue there.
Definitely. Yeah, Scott is very talented with his custom fabrication skills, and if you're impressed with that, definitely check out his channel because it's just loaded with all kind of custom fab projects and builds, and he goes to these kind of shows too and covers these, and he shares his footage with us. But we appreciate his friendship and his generosity. Oh, here's another one of his builds. It's kind of a patina truck.
Fiero. I haven't seen those in so long, in ancient.
Oh, yeah. I see those, Virgil. Around my area, those are a dime a dozen.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I see so many of these cars. It's some car shows where I see 6 or 7 of them in one show.
Wow. But hey, Mr. Mike there, I seen one just for you on that Corvette row there.
Oh yes, I think I know the one you mean.
Would it be silver and orange?
Oh, and by the way, this is Derek Orbita's truck.
There we go.
The Japanese mini truck. He's a frequent contributor to this channel as well. So we got to give him some love too. He gives us a lot of videos.
As soon as I'm gonna find purple, I was like, "Oh, I know that truck."
That's the one. Let me find that vet. It was right at the beginning, I think.
Corvette row, yes.
Ah, here we go.
Oh yeah. See, now that green would be one that I would grab. Why? Because I just love the color green, and that's a forest green almost.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
that color very often.
The sad thing is, I love the car, but my girlfriend hates the car. She hates the C3s. She likes the C4.
Oh wow!
So is the C4 right next to it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, she just doesn't like the style of it, the curves and all that. To me, this is the best Corvette ever produced because it had the curves at every damn corner. It had the curve going right over the wheel well of the front wheels. It looked like an eyebrow, and then then it dips down with the doors. Then it starts going up in the back. So basically, the story I heard about these vets was somebody tipped over a Coca-Cola bottle and say, "Hey, I like how the shape is," and they kind of you look at a Coca-Cola bottle, it has the same shape.
A swoopy hourglass figure, yeah.
Well, I like my Coke bottle standing straight up, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you can feel those curves.
Yes.
And now, which vet, Virgil, were you talking about when you wanted me to look at these vets? Was there
this one right there? I thought of you. One? Yep, that one right there. I thought, oh, Mike, that would catch Mike's eye.
Oh yes, I do like that.
Maroon on the bottom, it looks like, and silver on the top.
Yeah, with that stripe, and I like those wheels and the T-top. And
to me, this has better curves than that green one.
I think it's a few years modern. This might be like a 1980 or so, where I think the green one's maybe mid-70s or something.
Yeah, that one has that. I like the curves on that one. They're a little bit more accented over the wheels.
Yeah. So I think even though it was a C3, they were still refining it, making little tweaks here and there, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I found out that there was a 1984 Corvette made. There was a bunch of them. There was and then they had to destroy them. And basically, one of them, it was in an area, and I guess it was kind of flooded, and they couldn't get access there. And the idea was to go after it later on, and they forgot about it. So there is one 1984 Corvette in existence, and believe it or not, I was surprised. It is a C3. It's never a C4. I was like, wow. So 84 would have been a C3. I'm like, damn.
Now we've got comments coming in.
All right, we got Ben Thomas. The variety of cars and trucks and quality of the builds are quite impressive. Looks like a really excellent show. Yep. They got a lot of
great variety.
All right, David at Alaska Railroads. Great show, man. You did a great job. You did a great job, Virgil.
I think you did too, Virgil.
Thank you.
Yes.
This always gets me there, David. As I get flustered there, but I guess I open up, get a little bit better towards the end there.
Definitely.
That
this is interesting.
And I have to say that Virgil doesn't know it yet, but he's a natural at this because when we go to car shows and he interviews people, he's absolutely amazing. And I know that he can transfer that to this, and it won't take him long at all. He's got it.
And
he just has to do it a few times.
I'm face to face. This one here, I don't know who's watching.
You know, Virgil, I love Stacy's comment here.
Stacy,
the Fiero would be cool to put a V8 in it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that would be cool.
Oh man, would that ever get a swap over a LS swap?
Yes.
Can you imagine what that car could do with a V8? Holy
That would scream down the road.
Wow.
Definitely. Well, cool. Let me pull this away, and we're a little bit over, but that's okay because we're having a good time. I'm going to put up the menu here for item number 8.
All right. Item number 8. We have a 1999 Corvette for sale at B&B Auto Sales. And another the two great car sellers on this podcast here, and B&B. Oh man, yeah, they have some great cars for you also.
Definitely, and we're fortunate to have them as contributors. They bring a lot to this podcast.
Yes,
yeah, let's take a look.
Boy, do they ever bring a lot! Both them and B&B. Them and
MGM.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today we're showing you our 99 Corvette. It was a trade-in to a Nissan dealership out in Rapid City. Very nice car, low mileage, 50,000 miles on it. Excellent shape. You can see the wheels and the tire. Good tread. But super nice car, convertible. There's your black convertible top. Got the silver interior's in nice shape. Of course, your standard Corvette features: power windows, locks, cruise, tilt. Does also have the heads-up display that you can see up front there. Power seats, memory seats. Boy, you don't hardly see a scratch on it. Been to the shop, checked over. Of course, their dealership did it too, checked over great. So it's ready just to go cruising in. My wife has an 01 like this. They're really comfortable drive. I just drove it last weekend, and they, I put a 2,000 mile, 1,500 mile each way trip with one of these, and it doesn't look like they'd be comfortable to sit in, but they are, and they're fun to drive. So any question, this is a really nice car, low mileage. Get yourself a nice affordable toy. 605-695-7391.
Oh yeah, we were just speaking about Corvettes, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bordering on having a theme.
Yes. But it's like
one more vet and it would be a theme.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Virgil. Go ahead.
It's like when to have Corvettes as a theme, you can just do each year. You can just do each generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've had a heck of a run.
Yeah. Just go. What year was that? Was that 59 to what 63?
Yeah.
And then you figure just you can just break it off by years, chunks and years.
Definitely.
Yeah. Great showing, great car.
Yes.
I just like the body style after this. I'm more of a 2005 to I forget. I think it's 2008. That body style there, but I guess that lasted all the way up to 2019. They just tweaked it more.
C7 or something?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the C7.
What number it is, but yes.
Sure.
Now, I don't know if you know that there's a little story about these pop-up headlights. The government forced car makers to stop producing pop-up headlights.
Oh.
That's why Corvette doesn't have the pop-up headlights any longer, because the government's it's a no-no. Because something about if you hit somebody, then they hit the light and they can hurt themselves even more because it's a projectile sticking out. So that's kind of the reason I heard that they've done away with the pop-ups. But
when you say hit someone, you mean maybe hit a pedestrian that could harm them more than otherwise?
Yes, because if you think about the headlight, it pops up. So now here you got a thing like this, and then you pop it up like this, and then it's a projectile sticking out of the hood.
Yeah, if that hits your body, you're going to know it. Yeah, for sure.
Now, when we were talking about, he was talking about how comfortable these vets are. I have a friend that has a C4, and the thing is, I can't stand the damn sills. It's if when you get old, it's a to get the heck in and get the heck out. And people laugh at me saying, ha ha ha. I'm like, yeah, laugh your head off. But then when it comes to C5, they reduce the sill a little bit lower, so it made it a little easier to get out. But one thing, even on the C4, when you sit in the seat, it may be hard to get in and get out, but once you sit in that seat feels like it just hugs you.
Yes, you're in. Definitely.
All right.
We've got comments coming in.
Stationary foes are you know what makes a Mustang go fast? An LS motor. Well, hey, I got to stick up for Ford right now. It's that new Coyote, man. That new Coyote motor. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's something to be messed with that LS.
Yes. And then one other comment here.
And then that's from Ben Thomas. Great show, fellas. See you next week. Oh yes, thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yes. Oh no, we're not back next week. We got a week in between.
No, I think we're back next week. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
In fact, I'm glad you mentioned. I'm glad we brought this up because now that we're back into the summer season, and I'm going to be wrapping up the Vintage Snowmobile podcast, which I usually do at the end of March, but we've got one more show to do because things that were happening. Now I've got the whole summer to do a podcast every week. And the reason for that is I do the Vintage Snowmobile podcast through the winter, and I'm committed to doing that just about every week that I can. And to try to do 2 podcasts a week, the Vintage Snowmobile and the muscle car, and a full-time job and a girlfriend and caring for elderly parents and, just all the rest. It's an awful lot to manage. So now that the Vintage Snowmobile podcast is winding down, I've got more time to devote to podcasting. And guess what? We're talking about the muscle car podcast, hopefully just about every Wednesday through the summer months.
Oh, cool.
That means I got to start getting things gathered up, and we got to get some ideas put together.
Yes, I've got some cool things in the works. In fact, one of the things I want to give a sneak peek at and plant a seed in people's brain is in the very near future, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on if people are going to car shows, different tips and techniques on how to get some cool footage. And of course, I have an ulterior motive. I'd like you to share that footage with me. I'll edit it, put some music under it, and it's something that we can all enjoy. So I'll do a quick video sharing some tips on how to gather footage. So if someone is thinking they might want to try that, there's some tips for them, and if they share the video, I'll edit it all down, put some music under it, and something we can all enjoy.
All right, I got one question: Is Stacy and Art Fosler going to be part of this tutorial with you? No.
They should be, because actually, I don't think they need it. They do pretty well on their own.
I meant helping
share some great footage with us,
helping you teach everybody else.
Yes, yeah.
We also got to figure out when the time comes. They have every year. They have it here in where I live. It's called Firefighters Memorial, memorializing fallen firefighters and whatnot. I'm even thinking maybe even do something in a podcast of vintage fire engines, everything from vintage old Mac B series and the CF series. Because Mac doesn't make fire engines anymore. They stopped producing them in the 89. Same thing with Hahn and same thing with Maxim. 3 big automakers here in New England. Maxim was in Middleborough, Mass, where the headquarters was. I believe Hahn might be in Pennsylvania, and I believe Mac was their home base to make fire engines was in New York. So, it'd be nice to try to figure out to do something unique there too, because I'd like to incorporate that into the car group, but I don't want to overwhelm it with fire engines because it's a vehicle, but yet it isn't. It's like a catch-22. It's just like military. I like to do something for the military, for the Jeeps and the tanks and the Deuces and everything else, and a little memory thing for the veterans and whatnot.
I got one question on the fire trucks. How much horsepower do they produce?
It varies. It depends on what the make is, the year of the truck. And I did see some fire engines. I seen one that was very unique. I never knew this, and I learned it. Before diesel trucks came out, they had gasoline engines. And basically, a lot of these gasoline engines, they had not, like, say there was a 6-cylinder, actually, let's just say 8-cylinder. It would have 16 no spark plugs. So it had 16 cylinders, but I found out it wasn't running on all 16 cylinders. It was actually running on 8, but it had redundancy in case the original spark plugs failed. The second set would work, and you still could use the truck. So it had its own like backup in case they had an issue with the spark plugs. I never knew that. I learned that. I'm like, wow, that's unique.
And Ben Thomas has some great ideas here. He says he's definitely in on the vintage fire truck idea. He has a 67 F-250 brush truck. And Ben, if you ever want to do a video on that and share it with us, we'll put it on the podcast for all of us to enjoy. And then he's got another great idea, maybe a Sunday night edition for specialty vehicles. And it's a good point because this is mostly a muscle car podcast. We deviate a little bit here and there, but to do a full episode, we could do a Sunday night and have specialty vehicles, you know, fire trucks or boats, planes, whatever we can come up with. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind that when it comes to fire engines, I told my girlfriend we got to go to every fire department in Mass and Rhode Island and Connecticut all over again. So, no, I'm like, yes. I said, why? I said, because every single truck that we got pictures of, it's gone. They're going to replace.
You want to preserve that.
And it's amazing because I have pictures of Rio Speedwagons. I got the old as a matter of fact, I even have 1 or 2 pictures, I think, of the Ford F800 series ones from the 70s and 60s to 70 era. But, I mean, it's amazing because the changes, because you look at the original trucks in the back, you used to hang on the back, with, you know, by the bar. And then later on, people was falling off it. So now they put belts around you, and then you hooked yourself onto the back. Then everybody said, nope, you can't do that. It's against the law. So they made in cabs that were enclosed so they can put more people there and not hanging off the back. So it was an evolution over time.
Cool. And then, go ahead.
Looks like Ben left some type of something for YouTube to look at.
Yeah, his son does a YouTube channel called Benedim, and it's an excellent channel. And there's a link in the description here. So if someone wants to see that, or just search for Benedim on YouTube, and you'll find his son's channel. And
all right, I think
he may have some fire engines on there. But it is time to close the program. Before we do, I want to take a quick look at Michael's shirt that Rob sent him with the AMSOIL logo on it. We want to give a shout out to Rob, who couldn't make it tonight. He's under the weather just like I am. But we want to thank Rob for sending him that shirt. That's greatly appreciated. Helps to get the word out.
Thank you, Rob.
I know. I didn't wear mine today, but I'll have it on next week.
It's all good.
I know what. Talk about things. Is there any jackets and stuff they make for winter months or fall months with the logos on them?
Oh, probably. They've got a lot of different products and
I was going to say that would be something good for the winter months to try to even promote that on the group here.
Sure.
Well, I see Virgil left, so if he's still around, I want to say good night. Have a good night, Virgil.
Oh, here he is. He's back. He was back. I think he's trying to get back on. But it is time to wind it down. We're way past quitting time. But as always, we give the last word to AMSOIL. Thank you to Michael for coming on. Also to Virgil for hosting tonight, coming in the clutch like that. We appreciate it. And of course, all our viewers who are here each and every week. You guys are the best, and we really, really appreciate it. And as always, last word goes to AMSOIL. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a good night.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about AMSOIL. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your AMSOIL products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what AMSOIL is and why you should consider using AMSOIL products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. AMSOIL is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click checkout now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit, and the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the products.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.